Okay, I know what I said in my last video. I know I said I wouldn't be making another Gamer Nation video unless something came up, but something came up, and unfortunately I could not finish this video fast enough, and Nani got to it before I did because, I don't know. I wrote a script, I got sidetracked, and now I'm kind of pressed to get this thing out as soon as possible with revisions to some parts, and it's a mess. It is a mess. Now I bet you're wondering, hey Galaxy, what's Gamers Nation done this time to warrant digging up this corpse of a topic once more? Well, he just straight up stole somebody's character and art and then tried to sell it as his merch. Thank you, by the way, to @GarnetLiquid on Twitter for tipping me off about this, but as of now the art has been taken down from the site, which is good, but that still doesn't change the fact that he just stole somebody's art, and he also deleted his apology video and is now back on his old bullshit of extremely weird, inappropriate clickbait thumbnails. This man's character is developing backwards, I swear to God. Instead of his apology being a gateway to a redemption arc, he literally just got worse. Like, look at this. If there is a god out there, I would not have to be seeing this. But without further ado, let's just unravel the shit show that is our good pal Gamers Nation for what is hopefully the final time. So, seeing as this was the title of the video, I should probably cover this first, even though I cannot wait to get into the dumpster fire that is Gamers Nation's new videos. Basically, it all started with his merch shop. He has a few pieces here which I might poke fun at later, but the phone case with little fox girl is what I'm going to focus on. Like I mentioned earlier, the artist has taken down that specific item, which is good. This is just an old screenshot, so I'll be using that. The original art came from DeviantArt by a person named Tori Garcia89. The character itself belongs to a 1.4 million sub YouTuber known as Lost Paws, which is just, you know, come on man, I'm not condoning stealing here at all, but if you're gonna steal, why do it from someone who is literally like 10 times larger than you? I don't know. I'm just assuming he searched up cute anime girl censored or something like that and didn't actually know who he was stealing from, but holy shit, this has to be one of the dumbest moves I've seen from him, and that's saying a lot considering his past. In Nani's video, she did get in touch with the original artist, who confirmed that no, she did not give Gamers Nation permission to use this art. She was actually being quite generous by letting people use the piece itself for thumbnails, videos, channel art, etc., stuff that's, you know, you don't directly profit off of them, with the very low requirements of just crediting her. Like, literally all you have to do is paste in 3 links and you can use the image, it's that simple. However, I'm pretty sure she didn't give anyone permission to straight up rip the piece and sell it on a merch store. As for the whole stealing art thing, the situation is pretty much resolved, seeing as Nani got in touch with the original artist, like I mentioned like twice before. The piece is down and all is well. However, I'm just going to continue poking fun at his merch because I know he literally just used clip art for the other 3, which is just, man. Do you know how easy it is to create a censor bar like that yourself? Like, just use a square tool, make a black bar, then type in censored on top of it, you can customize the font all you want, and that's it. He literally could not even do that. The rest of the merch is, like I just said, even more clip art. Like, my guy, what does this have to do with your channel? I think one of his mascots at one point was some kind of earth sign animal, but I genuinely don't know what the pineapple's for. I don't know, man, his whole merch shop is just quite lazy. Realistically, he could have just commissioned someone for a piece to use, but nah. He just ripped clip art off Google, recolored it, slapped it on his shop, and that's it. And I'm not gonna lie here, the pineapple shirt literally looks like something I'd see in the girls section of the kids department at Old Navy or some shit. It just has that vibe, you know? Honestly, I'm sure he could find an artist that doesn't know who he is and has some decent prices, but I don't think that's gonna, I don't know, that's clearly not his thing, but overall, I'm just genuinely confused as to why he thought he could get away with that. Like, does this man have no moral compass? Because if he knew who he was stealing from, he knows that he has the fan base because, again, 1.4 million subs, but does he just genuinely believe himself to constantly be in the right, or does he just not give a shit? Like, I'm quite bewildered to say the least. Again, I'm surprised I still have any optimism left for the situation, but maybe he just didn't know he was stealing art. Maybe he just thinks that because he found it on Google or something, he can just take it. Maybe he just has no fucking clue what he was doing, but who am I kidding? I can't see any situation in which this arose from a genuine misunderstanding. As if you're 19, I'm pretty sure you either have to be developmentally delayed or fully aware of what you're doing to just straight up download someone's art to sell as your own. Gamers Nation, if you are watching this, which I know you might because you left a comment on one of my other videos, this is my official invitation for an interview. I would love to have you on a live stream so I could ask some questions because I genuinely do have them. Once more, I cordially invite you on my channel for a live interview. Hit me up on Twitter or something if you're interested. Anyways, next segment. As you can see here from the screenshot, GamerStation has resumed his upload schedule of downright nasty, gross, and clickbaity videos. However, that Sims video is rather familiar, as it was there last time I covered him, which was about 2 months ago. He recently resumed uploading last week, which is kind of an odd pattern to say the least. I don't know. My first thoughts were the community guideline strikes, as that could realistically be the case, seeing as upon your first strike you can't upload for a week, and if you get a second strike within the same 90-day period as the first, you'll be unable to upload for 2 weeks. I'm not saying this is true or anything like that, absolutely not, this is just my little theory, but if that is true, GamerStation over here is on pretty thin ice. Like, I don't know why his termination was even lifted in the first place, because according to the man himself in his now deleted apology video, the termination stemmed from either severe breaking of the community guidelines, inappropriate content, or multiple repeated community guideline strikes. He did break the community guidelines, and he did make inappropriate content. He knows full well how old his audience is because he responded to someone saying that they were 8. He saw the comment, probably meaning he reads other comments, and a lot of other comments stated ages between 8 and 12, seeing, just from that one comment section he made about a certain virus. And it's just common sense that if you use gacha, you're gonna attract a bunch of kids. Typically, gacha content is made by other kids, but this man is an adult, and there's no excuse for him acting like he is. Like, just look at the thumbnails he's making. Firstly, we have the butt grabber. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get demonetized here. Cops Called Gacha Life Animated Original Story. That's about the worst video I think I've seen from him so far. It's just so depraved. Like, God, everything about this preview hurts my soul on a physical level. The character designs, the weird electricity PNGs, the red circles, it's all just so unholy. That's like the only way I can describe it. It's almost on the same level as like Elsagate and those other weird cursed Herobrine videos. YouTube, I am begging you, please strike this man down once and for all, for the love of God. Just end this madness. I am genuinely unsure as to why they didn't keep the termination in place, because he blatantly was breaking the rules, so it wasn't a mistake, and the last time I checked, the promise to change isn't exactly something they take into consideration. And of course, it has the most views, the butt grabber video. Speaking of views, it's kind of an odd pattern here. It kind of dips up and down, and while I'm not accusing him of anything directly, this is unusual. Typically, channels with wishy-washy view counts have a pattern to them, like certain topics get more attention than others, but this guy is pretty much just making the same clickbait stuff, so I don't know. Again, I'm not accusing him, it's just kind of suspicious in my opinion. But anyways, I'm not going to bother looking through his entire channel to see if he's reusing videos again, but seeing as he has not changed at all, and is in fact gotten worse, there is an equal chance that he is and is not reusing videos. Call it Schrodinger's clickbait or something, I don't know. But when perusing his channel, something did catch my eye, which was the description of the butt grabber video. It reads as follows. Disclaimer, this thumbnail has nothing to do with any inappropriate behaviors or implement, and it has nothing to do with inappropriate gacha or inappropriate gacha life videos. It just shows an aggressive boyfriend holding his girlfriend to show the meaning of a gacha tomboy. Man, what the fuck does this mean? How does an aggressive boyfriend holding his girlfriend's rear have anything to do with gacha tomboys, or just tomboys I'm sorry. How in any stretch of the imagination is this thumbnail not related to those types of videos? Genuinely, how? This is beyond lunacy. He also seems to have copy-pasted the same disclaimer to other videos, but he didn't change it at all, so it just doesn't fit with the actual thumbnail. I don't know, the important thing here is that he's just straight up lying. He's lying through his teeth, and it is so fucking obvious. What he's doing here is akin to giving someone an apple and telling them it's really an orange. Also, I'm relatively sure English is not his first language, so I'll just give him a pass on the grammar and whatnot, because, I'm a stickler for that, but for future reference, implement means to install or apply something, and I think the word you were looking for was imply. Either way, it is just so obvious he is trying to bullshit his way out of taking accountability for his clickbait thumbnails. I doubt there's actual material in the video that reflects what's put in the thumbnails because, it's never happened in the past, but clickbait is clickbait and is still against YouTube's terms of service and is in fact something you can report a video for, wink wink, nudge nudge. This is very much a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation that Gamers Nation has kind of brought upon himself. He'll be breaking the terms of service either way. Either the thumbnails match the video, making the video inappropriate and flag-worthy, or the thumbnails don't match the video, leaving it open to flagging for clickbait. This man is literally just breaking the terms of service here, so I feel no hesitation in telling you to report his videos for clickbait, because he does not deserve a space on this platform where he is just clickbaiting kids with these disgusting thumbnails and themes. He has not changed, I don't think he will ever change, and that's that on the situation. Alright, so I don't even know why I bother giving this guy actual advice, because I know he's just going to get even worse and not pay any heed to it, but I do feel like I should anyways. I spent the entire video ragging on him, so I might as well just offer my opinion on what he should do to better himself. So first of all, just try to get off YouTube. It is very clearly not working out for you. Everybody just despises you. You're on a pretty speedy road to a second termination that will hopefully be permanent, and it's just kind of shameful what you're doing. You've shown your face and voice, and do you really want this stuff associated with you? You're 19 years old and you're doing this with your life. You said you're doing this for money, but really there are better ways to go about doing that. For example, not clickbaiting the hell out of your videos. If for some reason you want to cling to your YouTube career, you can't do it under this Gamers Nation facade. That's been tarnished beyond repair, and the best course of action would just be to rebrand. I mentioned this in my last video, but a complete rebrand could just be, you know, a good fresh start. You could make non-disgusting gacha videos all you want, and there's certainly a market for that. You could go into almost any other field of content and people would be content with just letting sleeping dogs lie as long as you don't cause a stir again. The gacha community quite frankly hates you, and you know this, so you likely wouldn't have a good shot there, but my main recommendation is to just no longer operate the way you do. I know it'll be a cold day in hell when you actually listen to me, but this is just kind of pathetic the way you're carrying on now, if I'm going to be completely honest here. You deleted your apology. You went back on your promise to change in favor of once more making this clickbait degenerate content. You clearly have no intention of bettering yourself, and I don't know what to say other than just, you best fix your act before you get terminated again. You may not believe it's coming, you likely think you're above it, seeing as you came back from the dead, so to speak, once before, and I don't know how you did it, but I can almost guarantee you that whatever you pulled last time won't work again. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me type of deal. But if you really are just making these for the money, I guess I can't blame you, but just please have some pride. Be creative, find new ways to provide content that gets views while also not doing whatever it is that you think you're doing. You're just hurting yourself. You've gained the contempt of pretty much an entire community. There's no point in carrying on the way you are, and I suppose I shouldn't be giving you the attention you so desperately crave, but come on. I know this is a lot to ask of you, but just do better. That's all I have to say. So that was the fourth installment in the Gamers Nation quartet of videos that will hopefully not need a follow-up. Overall, this man's channel should not remain on YouTube, as I do believe that he is quite literally breaking the terms of service, and overall, I don't think he's a great person to have on here. I do not think he'll ever get better, as he's proven to us that he values the money he makes off his videos, which, by the way, I have no idea how they're even monetized over his morals. Like, seriously, I can get demonetized for saying the sex word, and this guy's out here with thumbnails and titles like this, and I can get ads on them when I try to watch them. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. It's free and helps both of us out, easily refundable, and is overall a great deal. If you like this video, I make a lot more similar to it, so check those out as well. And reminder that I still have my commissions open. If you want to look into it more in depth, I will have all the links to my socials in the description, where you can access the commission sheet. My DMs are open on Twitter, Instagram, and Diviner if you care to purchase one, and that will be all for today. Thank you again for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.